All right, hello. My name is Michaela. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Destiny. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I don't have like a mask on or anything.
It's okay.
Me
so the purpose of this is just to get to know each other and talk about your main issues that you want to proceed with in the future.
Okay.
It's just gonna be a quick kind of meet and greet
Okay,
kind
sure.
of thing.
Yeah, 'cause it's like the consultation, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
The
then
free one.
yes, and then I just want to go over confidentiality.
Okay.
So basically, it's just you can tell me whatever you want, and I can't report you unless you are planning to hurt yourself or others.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
And later on, we can fill out forms and go into more detail about it.
Okay.
So, what brought you in today?
What brought me in is my postpartum depression.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It's been going on for a couple months now. Seeing if it would get better on its own, and it hasn't. So now I need help.
Okay. Can you go into a little bit more detail about how it started?
Yeah. It started after I had my second child. Started maybe like that second week after I had him. I just like had no motivation to change his diapers, to like comfort him when he's crying. I don't want to take showers. I don't want to eat. I just want to sleep all day, and I cry a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a history of this problem? Did it happen with your first child?
It did not happen with my first child, so this is my first time experiencing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how intense do you feel like this is?
I feel like it's pretty intense. Some days are better than others. Some days I just put a smile on my face and I get through it. It's fine. Other days are a lot harder than others. Like I'll cry like all day. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
And that goes along with my second question. The duration, does it usually last long periods of time, or is it quick and sudden?
Usually it lasts long periods of time until I can kind of talk myself out of it, like, why am I crying?
Right.
And then if I can't give myself an answer, I'm like, reality check. So.
And how long have you said this has been going on?
My son is almost 5 months old, so 4 to 5 months.
Okay. Is there anything relating to this that can cause those emotions as well? Like any stressors,
I am financially stressed. I don't know, I feel like I'm not doing my part with, like financial part.
Okay.
And I get sad because I feel like I don't contribute as much as I need to. And it's kind of hard for me to find sitters or do childcare because it's expensive, and then all around not worth it. So that could be a factor as well.
Okay. Do you have a partner, or are you?
Yes, I do have a partner. His name is Brad. We've been together for almost 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he ever mention anything about the financial situations?
He does not.
Okay, so
not
it's
really.
more internal.
Yeah, it's more internal.
Okay. Have you ever tried to solve this problem before? Do you have any tips that you've already tried?
Not really. Well, okay, I tried writing like a diary daily. But I just like don't have the motivation to do that either.
Okay.
So yeah.
How long did that last?
Like 2 days.
Okay. And how do you feel about these problems? Like, what's your overlying feeling?
Overlying feelings is just like overwhelmed, sad, stressed. Yeah, those three.
Okay. Does it happen to affect anyone in your home or in your family other than you?
Not that I know of, but then again, I don't know.
Okay. Do you have anyone in your family or friend support system that helped you or could help you get through these feelings?
My mom could potentially.
Okay. Does anyone know about these issues?
No.
Okay.
I'm a little too embarrassed to talk about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like one thing that we could do is try to build your confidence on the issue because
Okay.
it's normal and millions of people go through this, millions of women go through this.
Okay.
So I think that it would be good if you talk to other people to support you. And if
Okay.
you're not comfortable with that right now, I hope that we can get to that point.
Okay.
Um, do you do anything that helps you with your depression?
Like to cope with it.
Yeah.
Um. Sometimes I listen to music, and that'll kind of change my mood depending on what kind of music I listen to. Sometimes if I can just get enough motivation to take a shower, that helps.
Okay.
But it's definitely a struggle with that one.
Okay. Do you have anything that motivates you?
My kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why it's kind of contradictive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any hobbies?
I don't.
Okay.
No, I do not have hobbies.
So a big thing for a lot of people who go through depressive episodes is finding things that make you feel better, which is kind of a challenge because it's mostly just trial and error. Some things will make you feel worse, while other things will make you feel great.
Okay.
So a big thing would probably be to try and find something, even if it's small, like listening to music, but finding the right type of activity to get your mind off of your depression and your stress.
Okay.
Do you regularly talk to anyone, like family members or friends?
Usually my mom.
Okay, so
Usually
your
I talk
mom's
to her.
a big person in your life.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I can just talk to her more.
Yeah, I think that
if
talking.
I'm comfortable with it, like what you said.
Yeah, I think definitely talking about it, and also when you have the motivation, I think something drove you to write. So
Yeah.
I think that might be a good option as well, is to figure out what drove that. Because usually your first instinct is the right instinct. It's what, you move to. So something told you, like, hey, I want to write.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe trying that for longer than 2 days might be another option.
Okay. All right. I will definitely try that for more than 2 days.
Do you have any other problems that you have tried to solve by yourself, like for the money feelings?
Yeah, I do try and work when I can. Like I said, it's just hard to find a sitter, and childcare is very expensive. And that kind of falls back on my mom because I feel bad for asking her all the time. So I try not to, and then I just get stuck at home with like the same routine every day.
Yeah.
I get bored.
Or do you like sticking to a routine, or would you
Yeah.
like to be more?
I like sticking to a routine, but I need to add more things to my routine.
Okay. Have you tried to do like a self-care type of night?
I have, but they don't stay consistent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another option, if you're comfortable with that, is maybe finding more time for yourself.
Okay.
Which is a lot of mothers' guilt, is finding time for themselves because they feel like they constantly have to care for others.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with caring for yourself, and just because you've had a child, that doesn't mean that you're not still important as a person.
Okay. That might help a lot, I feel like.
I think so. I think I personally love the thought of self-care, and I think it builds confidence. Do you happen to have any issues with your confidence level itself?
Yeah, sometimes. Most of the time I don't feel like putting on makeup, but I don't know. So I don't really wear makeup. I don't really care what I look like.
Do you think that dressing up more would help you?
Yeah, make me feel like, you know, a woman.
That's understandable. Okay, so our session is about to end.
Okay.
I just wanted to summarize everything that we've talked about.
Okay.
I've heard a lot about what kind of stresses you and what you feel like might need to be added to your life. I think you're doing great, honestly. I think
Thank
that you tried to find a lot of different resources in a stressful situation, and that's very important. Is there anything that you would like to ask me?
When's my next session?
Okay, we can.
Because I feel like this is helping.
Yeah, we can definitely schedule something. We can just go out there and look at our schedule, see what can work. I'm
Okay.
definitely more flexible, so whatever you need, I'm here for.
Yay.
And I just wanted to ask you, was there any suggestions that you heard today that you think you might be able to do before our next session?
I think I'm gonna try writing and the self-care. That is what I'm gonna try.
Awesome. I love to hear that. Do you have any feedback for me?
Feedback. I feel like you asked a lot of important questions that I honestly wouldn't have thought to ask because it's like I know them myself, but I've never said them out loud.
Yeah.
So that helped a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like sometimes just talking out loud and hearing what you're saying, you're like, wow, that actually makes sense.
Click.
All right. So do you have any final questions?
No.
All right. Thank you so much. Nice to meet.
Thank you, Michaela.